what have we got?
Hello my bunnies, it's Tiki Strinkets here, and today I have for y'all another polymer clay tutorial. Today I'm making another ring. I am really inspired right now by the Crash Bandicoot 25th anniversary. I have made the Coco sculpture, which, let me show that first, is a tutorial that I just put up not that long ago, so go watch that now if you want to figure out how to make something so cute just like her. And then there is no video for these, but I decided to do a video for Aku Aku at least. This is Coco and Crash as rings. They're not fully completed, obviously, but eventually they will be. They'll be glued onto their respective bases and glazed nice and pretty. This is going to be a tutorial on how to make Aku Aku, because I figured him as a ring is going to be a lot more difficult, so I'm going to make a video because I think that'll be a lot more fun to watch. I'm just going to move some stuff around, make some space. Bye, Coco. Bye, Crash. I'm keeping them there as size reference because I don't want anything to be too big and out of proportion. I will do stops in between so that I can focus on certain smaller details. We're going to start with Chocolate Sculpey 3. Or so I can wash my hands in between colors, because going from brown to yellow or brown to blue, oof, that'd be a literal nightmare. Alright, so we're going to start with Aku Aku himself. So I'm going to sit and get started. Also, I wanted to do a clay and chat kind of video here, so I can actually talk about some stuff. I wanted to talk about the new Star Seller section on Etsy. A few YouTubers I watch, Cara Burton, however you say her name. I'm sorry if she watches this and I butcher her name so bad. Cara Button? I cannot remember. I just remember her as the squirrel lady. But, she has talked about it a good bit, and there's another lady named Debbie something that's talked about it a little bit too. So Etsy is rolling out a new feature called Star Seller, which shows and highlights sellers that they deem to be star sellers. So sellers that are going to be better in their minds than others. What are they doing? Like, what are they basing this off of? They're basing it off of customers' response. Well, my response to customers' emails. Then, what's the other things? My reviews, 5-star reviews. If you get a 4-star review, you automatically go down a percentage for that. And you want to have 100% in all categories. Then, they also have sales, how many sales you have, and how much you've made for sales. You have to get at least $300 to even qualify. I don't know about y'all, but 300's a lot to get to in just a month or two. I can't remember the quarter of it. I think it's every 2 or 3 months is when they're going to renew the star seller. Every single 2 or 3 months, a new person will get a star, depending on if they met the criteria. You also have to get at least 10 sales, which is also very, very difficult. So, yeah. My thoughts on this is, at first I was like, oh, this is really cool. But then I saw the criteria for it, and I'm like, this isn't that cool. It would be really, really cool if they didn't require so much. Like, 10 sales, $300, that is a lot to expect from one person. Alright, don't mind me, I'm just going to compare the size. It's looking pretty good, like compared to Crash. I almost said Coco. Then I need a ring base to press him on. Always do this beforehand so it's kind of indented into the clay now. But yeah, at first I was like, oh wow, this is really going to make me stand out. I like this feature. And then I realized it requires a whole bunch of criteria that's very difficult for most people to achieve. Nothing but 5-star reviews, 10 sales within that time period, over $300. Keep in mind these rings are $10 a piece currently. My prices do fluctuate depending on supplies. But yeah. So, because of that, it's going to be very difficult for most people to achieve a star seller little badge on their shop. They already got like star seller or best star something for like best buys, like listings that sell frequently. And yeah, that's all well and good, but like again, this I thought would be something better for the little guy, the one who's not getting as many sales or needs an extra boost in their shop to kind of boost drive and customers looking and staying a little bit longer in each shop. But no, this is just going to help the people who are already successful, if people even notice at all. Like Cara Button said, most people, most general buyers, don't even read the description, don't even read the shop policies, don't read anything. They just kind of, I want that. Don't read the time it takes to make it or deliver it. None of that. And I doubt they're going to take the time to read about that little itty bitty star beside my name. But I really thought this could help the smaller seller, but with those criteria, it's going to be something to help the bigger sellers, which is unfortunate because the bigger sellers are already getting money. It's the smaller sellers that need the sales, the revenue. But, you know, companies are always out to support the bigger ones, just like YouTube. They give YouTubers representatives to help them with stuff when they have problems, but it's only when they reach a certain milestone that they actually take the time to give you a representative and help you personally. People like PewDiePie and Markiplier, Good Mythical Morning, the big boys is what I like to call them, the big popular channels with hundreds of millions of subscribers, which is good. I love those channels, but, you know, the little ones want some love, too. Alright, now I'm going to give this like a woodsy texture, so I'm just going to kind of do lines. Like that. Zigzag some around. But yeah, it's just something that bugs me, because it's like, I really thought this was something that could help smaller sellers, and specifically help me right now, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just 2021 and like sales are getting low, or people are running out of money, or they're being stingier with their money, or what. I hate to put it that way, but my sales have dropped significantly. I had 9 sales in April, and then May I had like 3 or 4, and then June I had one sale. And I don't mean to complain, but it's kind of hard to make a living on one sale, or to do pretty much anything with just one sale. Sorry, I got quiet. I was focusing on the little small line details. There we go. Looking good. If I run out of things to talk about, I will change it over to just music for the end of the tutorial. Although, for a ring tutorial, that's very... well, I wouldn't say very simple. It's not as simple as Crash, but it's simpler than a sculpture like Coco. So I might not talk the entire time. I might run out of things to talk about. But for now, I'm doing alright. Alright. We have Aku Aku's base made. So now I'm going to go wash my hands so we can transition on to the next color. Let's see what color I want to move on to. Probably red. His eyebrows are red. The feather is red. Then again, it would be better to do the lighter colors first, so maybe we should do his yellow eyes and yellow feather. I think that'd be the smarter idea. So I'm going to go wash my hands because there's brown on them. It's hard to see, but trust me, it's there. You can also see glitter from my hand sanitizer. Clay artists know, washing your hands is essential. Alright, I'll talk to y'all again in just a few minutes. And I'm back. While I was off camera, I actually went on ahead and added some metal wire for stability. These are... well, where did I put the other piece at? I was going to show you the wire, but I don't know where the other piece of it went. I use stem wires for floral arrangements. These are a little bit stronger than the smaller green ones I got there. The green ones come from Walmart. The other ones come from Hobby Lobby or Joann's, one or the other. Okay. Oh, looking all around for that, and there it is. Ooh, I'm having a moment. Let's sip some coffee real quick. We need it after that. But yes, let's go ahead and go on to the yellow. The next thing I wanted to talk about while I'm working on this is I'm thinking about making a TikTok. A friend of mine, she has a TikTok, and she says it's a small account with only 79,000 followers, and I'm like, I wish I could kiss that amount. So, different people. But she just does it for, like, entertainment purposes. It's a little bit harder to get TikToks or any kind of like, what do you call it, views on social media whenever it's for art. Yeah, there we go. That's the layman term, layman way to say it. If it's for art, it's hard to get people to watch, unfortunately. But I'm thinking about making one because she has one and she's talking about sharing my page on there if I make one. And that way maybe I can do a little bit of comedy skits as well as art stuff as well. Because it might not seem like it, but when I'm at home and I'm just being me, a lot of people say, "You're so funny." I just love making people laugh. Sometimes I wonder if I should have went into comedy instead of art. But I love both equally. I just do comedy for fun, though, for my family and friends. I just made a little teardrop shape, pointed it out. This is going to be the feather on the top. And then we're going to smash it down. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. If I do that, I will link it on my YouTube channel. So that way you guys can easily find it. We don't want this too thin, just a heads up, so the pen can fit through it. And there's not like a ton of stuff for me to talk about. June sucked for Etsy sales. It sucked big ol' hairy ones. I can't put that any nicer than that because it was just an awful, awful, awful month. I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but I had one sale on Etsy and one in-person sale. So yeah, the one in-person sale was through my friend who has the TikTok account. If I can remember, I'll link her TikTok down below too, so y'all can watch her videos as well. She is really funny, and she's so pretty. She's like a ray of sunshine, literally like the embodiment of sunshine. Okay, that's good enough. We can't put too much detail into this small feather because it has to be stable enough to stay on that. So I can't really make the feather itself more feathered out. You'll notice if you look at Aku Aku, his feathers have more texture on the sides. If we do that, it won't work because it won't be able to be stable enough to stay on here. I'm already worried about it now. Try to get it as centered as you can and push it down nice and easy. Okay, I got that one on. Problem is, now this is an issue. So I'm just going to take this, move it over just ever so slightly. Same thing with this one. Pull it out, move it over. You just have to get creative when you got something this small. Okay, that looks great, in my opinion. As good as it's going to get for a very, very teeny tiny detailed ring. I'm going to put a little more doot. I'm trying to talk during this video because I don't want it to just be music all the time, because I feel like just music's not as entertaining as hearing somebody actually talk to you. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Comment down below and tell me, would you prefer music? Would you prefer talking? Or do you prefer a mixture of the two? I'm really curious to know. I lean towards a combination, I think, when I watch YouTube videos. So, keep that in mind, I guess. Well, maybe I should keep that in mind, I guess. Now I'm going to make Aku Aku's eyes. That might be bigger than I need. Yeah, that's a little bigger than I need, so I'm going to cut that in half. Keep in mind, I'm doing this in my style, so it's not going to look 100% like Aku Aku. He's not going to have a mouth either, because when I do these sculptures, I don't give them mouths. I give them eyes, I give them nose, everything else but a mouth. Okay, then I'm just going to straighten that out. Make sure his eyes are nice and straight. And I'm going to try to make sure they're evenly spaced out too. That looks great. Okay, next one. And this is going to be all the yellow, so after this we're going to move on to green. For the eyes here, I usually roll them about 3 times. For his, I was rolling it 4 times. It just helps me get the shape is about the same as possible. The shape and size. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Just Straighten up them sides, stab him in the eyeball. Not intentionally, but it happens. I'll straighten that out in a little bit. There we go. And we gotta leave room for his eyebrows. I am gonna give him eyebrows. Okie dokie, that's great. Now we're going on the green. But yeah, what else is new? The TikTok. I know there's still a request for, gosh, what is it? I'm gonna make Ramon from Scott Pilgrim versus the World, excuse me. So I'm still actively working on that. Sculpey 3 red. And, oh wait, not red. Oof, I almost messed up. Red bleeds on everything. Green. I'm still working on that for YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed my anime figure opening. It's kind of random, but hey, if it works, it works. Just gonna make one feather for the bottom here. And, it's just very random for me, but I really enjoyed it. Sorry, just had to stop momentarily to talk to somebody, but I'm back at it. Again, we were making the feather. What was I talking about? TikTok. Oh, the YouTube video. Yeah, I'm working on Ramona, however you say her name, from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. They asked for a Scott Pilgrim tutorial, and she was just always one of my more favorite characters from the series, so gonna go with that. And then I mentioned, what was it? The anime figure video opening. A few of my friends and I, we actually have what I call a little anime group. Ah, that's good. So every single week we all pick one anime. We go in order by our birthdays, and we all pick something that we like, that we watched before or haven't watched, just to give something new a try. And we all watch the same thing, and we try to watch at least 3 episodes. We did 6 at the beginning, but it was a little bit too much. We started this during quarantine to have that social aspect while we were all stuck at home. But we are still doing it today. So we've been doing it over a year now, so that's great. And it's really gotten me back into anime. I used to be into it when I was like 12 to 13, but I've really been getting back into it thoroughly, so I figured I'd upload some of the stuff I've been doing for the anime stuff. Because I'm sure if all you people out there like art, a lot of you are like me and like art-related stuff, and animation falls under that umbrella term of art. Alright, that looks good. Now I'm just going to take it. Oh, Lord. No, Aku. Okie dokie, that looks great. He does technically have green bags under his eyes, but in the older PlayStation version, it just shows like green in his eyes. So I'm going by the PlayStation 1 rendition. Technically, in that rendition, he also has more leaves down here than just one. But since this is a ring, I don't want it to be too busy, so I think 1 is more than enough. Alrighty, I'm gonna go on to blue next. Again, I'm just going in order by color, lightness to darkness, so the colors aren't bleeding too much and I don't have to wash my hands in between every single time. So we've done yellow, we've done green, now we're on blue, which I'm using turquoise. And this is just going to be one feather. A little bit, oh Lord, I ripped the bag. Don't worry about this plastic. I'm actually recycling this from my regular 9-to-5 job, so normally this would have just been thrown in the trash anyways, but now I'm reusing it, keeping it out of a landfill to keep my clay in. And I try to keep them in there as long as possible until the bag literally falls apart. That's why you see the purple is in an older bag than the others. That also came from work, but they've changed the packaging on the product we get now. Okay, so blue is going to be on the my left, his right. And, TikTok, YouTube videos, anime video. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I think so. Etsy sales have been down. Come on, guys, help out now. Let's hope that, August can be much better, because July was a pile of crap. A big pile of crap. I don't mean to complain, I really don't, but it just sucks when you get a month where you don't get any sales or you only get one sale. It's just the biggest letdown. But again, I'm not begging for sales, but if you don't mind, you can try to help promote my art by sharing my channel, sharing videos, sharing my artwork, sharing my Instagram page, all that good stuff. So if you want to do that to help, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Just something to kind of boost morale. That's why when my friend says she'll share my TikTok page if I make one, that's why I'm considering it. Because 79,000 followers could add up to hopefully something. If not sales, at least not followers and subscribers and stuff like that. Which I am trying to get more subs on YouTube, so hey guys, don't forget to sub to my channel if you're watching this. Like, why aren't you already? If you're watching this and you ain't subbed, come on, it's free. Sorry, I'm just cutting the yellow one down a little to make a little more room on the sides. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now blue. This is where I have to start being very careful. I'm gonna stick the pin, I'm gonna stick it with this first, and then put it on there so it's not smushing down into it. Alright, that's good. Now it has a hole, so I'm not just crushing it and pushing it into the yellow while I'm doing this. And that's good that they're really close together because they'll actually help support each other too. I didn't think about that, but that's great. I need this to be a little bit thinner though. There we go. There we go. There we go. And now I can just recycle all that little bit of yellow. I'll put it back in the package along with that one little blue spot there. Alright, now we're going to go on to purple. Oh, I really should do red next so I can get the red feather. Yep, I'm going to do red next so I can be very red. Okay, so because of that, I'm going to stop the camera, and the next part I'm going to do all music. So, I'm going to stop for now, and I'll be back to y'all in just a little bit. See you there.